What's going on, guys? Unexpected vlog, but we're gonna do a new one with my boys from the army. Say what's good.
What's good? What's good, everybody?
I got another boy in here too.
I know that guy. We're gonna restart this bitch.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. Today's vlog, we're just gonna be talking about all about basic training. So we'll talk about what you hated the most and what you thought was the best to do, and then we'll get in depth on certain parts of basic training. What you hate the most?
What I hated the most?
Talk to the mic.
I hated being in a fucking bay with 57 men.
You can take it out.
50 fucking 7 men. I'm okay. I'm getting upset talking about it. 57 men in a fucking bay. 12 shower, 12 bathrooms, so 12 toilets.
So
No toilet paper.
Talk about our 72 hours.
Oh, first 72. Shit, that was horrible.
Oh, you guys just talking about basic?
Yeah, we're talking about just basic.
You
Right
just walk into my fucking video. Yo, Choco, shot
it's fine. No, it's fine because it's how it works. Yeah.
Wait, are you guys recording?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Your bitch ass just walk inside my shit too.
Alright, we're all part of this now.
Yeah. Well, what you think about that first 72 that shower?
Back to it. It's not that bad when you look at it. If you were prepared, you're not gonna be bad. But don't expect to sleep the first night because when everything gets down after they drill you out, shit. I said drill you out. Pause. After you get drilled, you get push-ups and all that shit. Don't accept to sleep. You're not even gonna take a shower the first night. You're gonna take a shower the second night.
You're taking a 30-second shower, bro.
And it's a 30-second shower because the new Army values and Army Corps, there's a thing called SHARP, sexual harassment. We go in further details in that in some other video, but we are in clothes, but we gotta be in the shower 30 seconds, wash up, and 30 seconds out. It's very uncomfortable if you look at other people, but it's best not to look at the people around you and just continue with your day.
But mainly, it depends on what company, what unit you are in. Because there's other companies that had less than us. We had 30 seconds. There's others that had 5 minutes. Others that I asked during church.
5
It really
minutes.
depends on what company you're in.
That's a great fucking 5 minutes. 5 minutes to take a shower.
5 minutes to take a quick shower is crazy compared. We had only 30 seconds. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, 30 seconds twice.
There's I think it was Alpha or Delta when I asked them at church.
We didn't get 30 seconds.
We literally had 30 seconds.
We got 45 seconds, which honestly doesn't make a huge difference.
That extra,
The best thing I could do was just straight water. It was nasty.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on from the first 72 hours.
Nah, but even that shower, bro, I kid you not, everyone was scared to even go back into the bathroom to take a shower. Mind you, we were told if you pay attention to detail, it's a really big thing in the Army to pay attention to detail. They said past 2100, which is our curfew, depending on the day, depending on what you're doing throughout the events, week, POI hours. 2100 is usually our time to go to sleep. Passed out is our free time, but usually it's fire guard, whatever, etc. But that is your personal time past 2100. So you can go back and take a shower, but none of us knew it that.
But we could, but the second or third night, I think.
Second night.
You guys tried it. You guys.
Third night. Yeah, that's when people. Because I said it. I said it out loud, and you
I
told me no.
I was telling no. I was like,
I told him. I was like, it's personal time to take a shower. We're allowed to.
No, I said no about that shit.
It still kind of depends on the platoon though, because there's some drill sergeants or senior drill sergeants that will just wake everybody up and smoke the dog shit out of them for not being asleep.
Yeah, that's true. But we were told specifically.
At the same time, our sleep was already so limited. We got 4 hours a night during the 70s.
Yeah,
I don't know about you guys, right? But for us, we were told that we could take a shower past 2100. It's our personal time.
I had to ask about that.
No, I heard he said it. He said it.
Privileges than us.
It depends on your drills and if what you did. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, they told us exactly was past 2100. That's your personal time. You do whatever you should do. We were just just got there. We were just scared. That's the word. Best word, scared. So there was no reason for us to get up and go take a shower. You guys want to take a shower. I did not. I didn't want to get caught.
I had my towel, hygiene kit, everything ready. And then him mind you, because we were friends, he kept bitching about it over and over. I was like, fuck, bro. Okay, fine. Maybe I won't do it because we might get caught. Whatever. The next day, we asked again. He was like, you can. I was like, I knew it. I should have just took a shower the day
Bro,
before.
I didn't care. One less shower ain't gonna kill nobody. Well, moving on from his first 72, how was Red Face? What do you think Red Face was like for you?
Personally, I would say like the whole red phase is still the same thing because like it's red phase is literally just when you're under full control, so you still they still smoke the dog shit out of
Okay,
you.
my
24/7.
my perspective on it is versus red faces to when we per faces that we were in. I say we were smoked every day. If you really look back at it to now to then, we were smoked every day, yelled at every day. Even defact, right? Like, yeah, we still get yelled at, but that's typical because we are slow at moving in the chow line. Certain platoons, I ain't gonna throw shade, but certain
Second
platoons,
platoon.
certain
Dude, fourth platoon, man, they
they're
never
a little
got
slow,
break.
but certain ones be moving too slow. But mainly red phase is all about yelling, getting your like basically getting your shit together,
Meaning
knowing
like
how to do
getting like your civilian
getting the
on you.
civilian out of you. Yeah, just moving faster in the defact, just all, like obviously being aware, and then just getting the stress, learning the stress of getting yelled at, and just moving quick enough, being efficient at what you have to do, and just getting smoked, right? Because after we got it from red to white, how I was doing push-ups, how I was doing workouts, it was a lot more easier, right? Because of the sheer numbers decreased.
I'm not gonna say that because moving on from Red Face is mostly classes.
It was classes,
It
yeah.
was
Oh,
boring.
what do you think about classes?
Boring. I almost slept through all that shit. Thank God for hand sanitizer, but Blueface, we got smoked.
Yeah, if you guys
Blueface.
don't know about the hand sanitizer tricks,
Don't eat
y'all gonna want to know about the hand
Don't eat it.
sanitizer.
Just rub it on on your fingers and like put it on your
Smell it. Nah, so instead of I don't put it on my eyes. So you wipe your hands with hand sanitizer and smell it because it's the alcohol and everything. It's too strong, so it wakes you up for a bit.
for
And
like
then
10
once
minutes.
for 10 minutes, and then if you feel like you're gonna fall asleep again, just apply it again. It's just rinse and repeat.
The 10 minutes kind of counts. It's better than standing up in the Y squat or
Getting
trouble.
picked on or getting caught by a drill sergeant.
or picking a table up over your head in the whole class.
Yeah.
So. But
Y squat, same as regular squat, where your hands are up like this, and you'd be surprised how much that wears your shoulders out without any weights.
I think we got smoked mostly in the blue phase though, because we did like full bottle rattle like almost every night in the second week, bro.
But yeah, we'll get up to what blue phase is and everything. But what do you think about red phase exam?
The exam wasn't hard for me though. You failed that shit though.
It's talking about the knowledge
Chill.
test?
I did not. Yeah, I failed. I failed. So I got one of our drill sergeants. We won't say names because we can't say
You
names.
can't say it.
My drill sergeant, I had to do all of the ranks. I knew every rank except two of them, and I messed it up. And then he took me off of that. And then how you greet an NCO officer,
Yeah.
that I fucked up on that. And then after that, everything else was fine. He was literally like, "Yeah, you failed," and I was like, "Bro, someone else." I asked other people that failed. Yo, people just had to say the soldier's creed,
and they passed.
and they passed. I was like, "What the fuck?" I got asked how to do all the ranks, NCO questions. On top of that, gas mask, how to put a gas mask on. You got 5 seconds to put it on. Timed everything, all that.
I got that.
Someone else had to just do push-ups. He just had to do push-ups and he passed. Bro, you know it's not serious when they really be telling you some stupid shit to do.
Well, I think it was kind of easy to me. There's a thing called, let me get closer for this one. It's called a Future Soldier Program. Before you join the Army, not before you join, before you get shipped out, you should do every course in it. It's going to help you. You got the ranks, Army history, time. You got like different Army. You got almost everything that's going to be in the first 2 phases questions. Try it. It's lucky. It's going to be great. Trust me.
That's going to be useful for him because I was not told by my recruiter about that.
Yeah, my recruiter actually laced me up real good. Trust me. When I got there, I knew time, the ranks and stuff. I knew a few things about Army history. I knew line navigation before we did a line navigation class.
Alright.
I knew that shit. A little bit of medical thing is in it too.
Medical?
Yeah.
Like what?
Like the tourniquet.
Like no, like not like tourniquet, but like a little bit of medical, like first aid is in it too.
So typical.
So
Yeah.
there's a lot of
It's gonna
stuff.
be like some stuff we're gonna do in AIT. You think?
It's a lot of courses, but you get like certificate for them or something like that.
Mm.
But you just do it online. It's really great. It's really fun to do too. If you have time, you're gonna have time because you're gonna be nervous trying to go into the army. But you're gonna
Mind you. The one thing is what we all learned is in the blue book, right? Yeah, in the
Yeah.
blue book, it says get sleep when you can.
Oh, I use that shit in the fields.
I
I slept.
You are gonna be told you cannot be sleeping. Yo,
You-
just sleep and make sure you have a battle buddy or somebody watching. Drills will not know.
I found that shit out late.
Yeah,
Cause when I found it out was like right before blue phase,
yeah.
and when I was
Especially
in
when
the
we
field,
were white face when we were shooting, when we were sitting in the bleachers for so
that's
long.
why I shot first.
Is that your phone?
That's my phone. That's it's over there. Shit. Well, go on.
Yo,
We do a podcast. Me a link you back. Give me me do a podcast. Me a link you back.
We're busy trying to become famous.
So
What you
what
mean?
I'm saying is like I read it late, like in like mid white phase. So whenever I go into the ranges, I would normally shoot first, and then go sit in the bleachers and find a nice spot
Or-
to sleep.
Okay, then what was your guys' favorite part of white phase, like of the shoot during the ranges? What was your favorite range, or what was your favorite thing during when we were at the range?
Iron sights.
Iron sights.
Yeah,
I like when we got into the CCOs because I mean at the same time Iron Sights is a little more of a challenge. CCOs literally all it was is wherever the dot is in the scope,
Yeah.
that's where the bullet's gonna go.
Yeah,
It's
But with
a
the Iron
challenge,
Sights, you
though.
have to align it perfectly in the
but it's
center
not.
of that.
I
iron sight.
like the iron sights too, but I think my favorite one was doing it at night, the night crawls.
I just like iron sights period because like everything that I shot, like I was asked at CCO because my
Yeah,
dad-
I know.
my
You
dad
failed
couldn't
that 3
turn
times.
down.
Oh, was it 2 times? Yeah,
like
2
4
times.
times. My dad's gonna be turned down, and I used your weapon once
Yeah.
too, and I had to adjust that, but I did qualify anyway. But with iron sights, piece of cake, piece of cake. I don't know why I love it. Even when we was qualifying afterwards, like in blue phase when we was at the when we started the forge,
Uh huh.
I used iron sight, and your son was like, "Yo, why are you using iron sights?" I'm like, "Yeah, I enjoyed it." He was like, "I didn't. I got no problem with it."
Yeah.
Let's flip my iron sights up.
I think my favorite part was because when we did the battle buddy night, that shit was fun.
The body button
When we did at night for the night cross, so we used the nods, night visions. Shit is fun.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Talk
Like,
about
the
how like
body
my favorite
moving drill.
part during white phase was when we did the
You were
night
second, right?
shooting,
You
the
did it
battle
too.
buddy. Because you're second platoon, so you did it
We
too.
were bounded
Yeah, I
from
mean the whole company.
Yeah, not the whole company did it. Third and fourth still didn't do
So
it.
now we had to go on a man.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the barrier.
night-
the
yeah,
barrier
yeah,
before
yeah.
the last one.
Battle buddy tactic.
You didn't
Yeah,
have to
Yeah.
snitch like that though. But yeah, tonight we had to go on a man.
Hey, he'd trim it if he wants. His choice.
yeah.
Yeah, but
I don't really care. We have A walls, bro.
we don't got A walls. We got walls.
We had 2.
We're all fucking.
No,
AWOL.
he
Why do you think
just
we're in
walked
infantry?
away. He just walked away. He walked back though.
Yeah,
I think he was too fat. That's why.
he got scared, hid, and come back.
Ray.
Right?
Yo, no name dropping, no name dropping.
Oh,
I'm gonna cut that part out.
ugly guy from third platoon. Got that part too.
Yeah, tight.
Back at
You
it.
guys had Baker, right?
Yeah.
We don't say names.
Yeah, we
No
gonna cut
name
out.
dropping.
Alright, I'm gonna fill that shit back
Yeah,
in.
no, this is a good chunk of this shit's gonna have to get cut.
Yeah.
Back to it. We got blue phase coming into blue phase, doing all the combatives. And
Combatives,
Stuff.
yeah.
How you feel about that?
It was fun, even though I got rocked by Seaman during the.
Why,
during,
why you dropping names though?
I'm gonna cut that much. Even though I got dropped by one of our drill sergeants, like not dropped, but like we got beat, bro. So during one of the combatives drills, it's like tested. You're supposed to get them in a submission, not a submission. It was a grapple, right?
We grappling,
Yeah,
trying to get arm
grapple
bars.
and try to get arm bars, whatever. We have this one drill sergeant around our height, big as so they're wearing
Pads.
boxing gloves. No, this is when he was just wearing the boxing gloves,
Oh,
no
like,
pads.
when
Remember?
we was on the mat.
Yeah, boxing gloves, and we had to just get him on a grip, bro. He just pushes you off. If he's starting it, he makes sure his hand is over you and weighs his weight over your head, so he gets the better leverage. Bro, I remember getting just punched over and over, and I was like, we fighting back, bro. We fighting back. Yo, remember you see, I know for a fact you saw that punch, bro.
I enjoy it. He knew what he was doing because he pushed you guys off.
Yeah.
And he's
that shit
I'm
was
like,
You
damn.
guys talking about the dark room?
No.
it was on, like,
That's before
we was
that.
in your part of the CTA.
Remember when we were
Boxing gloves. Right?
yeah.
One drill sergeant, just
You
one-on-one.
know, yeah.
Who did you guys take on?
I had to take on Drew Smart White.
I took Seaman.
I overheard that. I had to do.
You had that other guy, right?
It wasn't senior drill sergeant Stefano, so we were doing it actually on your guys' side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
know.
saw you guys
We went
had
to
a
go
black
watch every
guy.
now and then.
I had to go against him, the guy with the sleeve tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that other guy. Yeah,
I wanted to
throw a
do.
freaking good punch, man.
Yeah, I wanted to do Drew Smart White.
bro. A
because
lot
we
of them had
We
like
had
bloody
beef.
noses.
You-
If you
Yeah,
you
Drill
got
Sergeant
punched in the face, dog.
Wife or
White.
Drill Sergeant White.
It sounded like you said drill sergeant wife.
Come on,
Nah.
bro. Drew Smart White. We got beat. You know what happened? He
What?
picked me up on a raise one time.
At
Put
the
me on his
during
shoulder.
Whiteface, he got picked up by Drill Sergeant White.
Yeah, they already doing
Like-
some
like
shit,
physically
bro.
picked up.
He actually
Well, like
picked me up.
Shrek and Fiona kind
Like-
of thing.
Yeah,
Like,
nah.
that's
He tried to pick me up like this way. I was like, "This son, you can't do that." He said, "All right, let me show you something." He grabbed me by my pants and he picked me up. I was like, "This." He
Yeah,
just
Talking
showed
about by the
up.
pockets when we were
By
doing
these
No,
pockets.
yeah,
He picked me up.
Hey, are you talking about when we were doing the brass and ammo check?
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I saw that.
You
I was
saw that
right-
too?
See, I told you,
no,
Mad
Stefan
Head
was
saw
right
that.
next to you guys.
Bro.
When he did that, I was
Bro.
like,
He
Oh.
picked me up. I was like, "Damn." People start roasting me for that shit though. It's cool though. I had beef with him. I had to go with him twice.
Yeah.
He whooped my ass once.
And then what was?
dude, somebody actually made a freaking sharp report on him over something stupid.
It wasn't no sharp report though, but
Shh, we can't be talking about that.
I'll keep telling you
Yeah, I
later
guess.
too.
We cannot talk about that. But I think
They worked it out though.
I think the other funny part was when we were doing the final test for combatants. Yo, senior drill sergeant versus us, bro. So this in my group is the four
Who you went
Smurfs.
against?
Senior,
Senior, like
Frank. Yeah,
He's not even a drill sergeant no more. You know that,
but
right? He came back to whoop your asses.
yeah. But you know what's funny? We got him, bro.
bro, when I saw him, I was like, "Why is he?"
But like,
here?
you understand the aura change
Bro.
when he walked, bro. Listen. It's me, Castro, Castaneda, and Little Cruz, right?
Yeah,
The four Smurfs versing all, right?
bro.
Let me tell you, bro. We had this senior drill sergeant, our first senior drill sergeant. He's a tank, bro. He's like my size, a tank, pure muscle, everything, bro. When we go into that room, I get leg sweeped first. I'm the second guy in. We do it like how we do the battle buddy attacks is one person in front, everyone else is behind each other, holding it as a straight line, so it's a straight. And then
So you practically went in as a foul, right?
yeah, we went in file. Bro, I get leg swept like 2 seconds in. Get down. I got right back up, covered my face. Franklin grabs Castro, gets him in a headlock. I jump on senior drill sergeant, get him on the chokehold.
Mitchell.
Then I was like starting to squeeze back. Then he let go of Castro, gets me off, and then it's just me and him grappling each other tight, bro. And then Castro's ready to help out Castaneda, right, bro? Tell me why me and him are just going at it for a minute, and then after I get him down on the ground, he's like, "You got to be stronger than that, trainee." I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" I got scared. I was like, "Hold, bro." Then right after that, then like I got him down. I got him in an arm bar. He's just strong, bro. But when that was happening, he just looks and he's like, "What the fuck?" Because all you see is Castro and Castaneda running to him. Listen. Castro gets his other arm in an armbar, and Castaneda just choking him out. He was like, he's like trying to fight it because you know how he's like, I will never give up, right?
Yeah.
Which is kind of crazy. We had senior drill sergeant Stefan Nada was like, Frank, are you good? He was like,
He did something too with
yeah,
me.
but he was like, you good? And then he was like, I'm not giving up. He literally said that, bro. And then we
Bro.
both, like me and Castro, like almost breaking his arm, and Castaneda just going deep in. Then he starts making a really bad face, and then Stefano's yo, stop. He's done. He's done. And we're like, we got it, bro. Then he's like, how the fuck these midgets come out of nowhere?
Brody, they did me dirty. Like me and Justar and Steph had beef since like Red Face, right?
Mhm.
I'm sorry for that. If he sees this right now, I apologize. You know, I already did already.
Yeah.
But when I went in, we got two strong people, which is me and Ching Chong.
Yeah.
Then we got two weak ones, that's Canada and Pedro.
Mm-hmm.
So when I went in first, saying, then I'm gonna defend this. They gonna get me down. Ching Ching gonna get them off of me.
Yeah.
As soon as I went in, they put me down on the ground for roll. So it was the new Justar. He's not our Justar. He's
Oh, yeah, with the other, yeah, I know you're
the
talking
old
about.
guy.
Yeah.
He pushed me down. Canada took them out for me. Canada and Pedro is over here with a lieutenant and another Justar.
Yeah.
Ching Ching is dying over there with him. So I ran over there. I got Ching Ching free. Ching Ching ran and leave me. So what they did was Justar and Steph told them to like tap out, and they tapped out.
Mm-hmm.
Then he checked Ching Ching, Canada, and Pedro out of the room. And left me alone to be wrestling with this guy. And I'll be grappling with him. I got him in a choke. He got out. I got him in my guard. He got out. He said, trainee. Because one of the time I used my legs and I flipped him over.
Yeah.
And he'd hold on to my legs. He was like, trainee, if this was a bar fight, you would have won.
Yeah.
You did not today. And all I hear from Justar and Steph was like, roll him. My legs got rolled out the whole time.
So basically, like, what you're supposed to do, guys, is even though you take whatever opponent down, you never leave your battle buddy. You help them no matter. Because if in a real world scenario,
they sent them out.
Yeah,
they told them, yo,
no. So they told Castaneda and Castro the same thing, right? But we said, fuck that. No matter your mindset is like this. They said it's a real world scenario, right? Would you leave someone to die? No, fuck no.
Left me. I was pissed because I was there. I was tired. He was tired because I'm not giving up. My leg is hurting.
Because think about it, right? Like if they were struggling and they already defeated one of us, right?
Yeah,
they would run to help whoever next.
Bro, I heard him like he was like, "Yo, you're Sergeant Shepard. You want some of this?" I was like, "Why? You got my leg. I got 2 arms. I'm tired. If you can punch me right now, I'm done."
He was punching, bro. My head, the side of my head was bleeding a little bit.
Bro, it was a fun experience though. Yeah. I wanted to do it again to get my get back from my leg. But probably we do that in AIT.
100%. And then after that, we were on for graduation week, Forge. What you think about the Forge?
Well, I'm a strong rucker anyway, so
the ruck. I hate rucking. I said this last video, and I say it again. Fucking hate it.
It's not like. Let me tell you, I'm Jamaican, by the way. So in Jamaica, we don't got lockers in school. So if we got 20 books, we gotta carry 20 books in our bag, and we walk to school. We don't got that big yellow bus that take you to school.
Yeah.
And I'm not from a rich family who got a car, so I gotta walk to school.
Mm-hmm.
So walking to school over the years, that built me. I was I was preparing for the army, without even knowing I was preparing for the army.
Yeah.
So the ruck to me was like a big backpack on my back.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to walk a long miles anyway, so yeah. So rucking is nothing for me. I'm just naturally built for it because you saw me going all the way to the back to grab that guy and like bring him back up to the front. Yeah. And it was like no.
So during our 10-mile, Booty was going back and forth, running, helping. Our platoon wise, the thing is like we were told if you fall out in our platoon, you're not walking for grad. Bro, we all take it seriously because like even though like we all argue with each other and we all fuck with each other. No matter even though we have issues at times with each other, we all just don't want anybody to like not be part of our grad. You know,
I didn't want to leave anybody.
Yeah, this is our mindset. Like, yo, we came in together. Let's finish it together.
But rucking is easy for me. I kind of enjoy it, but not gonna lie, to be honest, me going all the way back. I went like half mile. Yeah. When I was looking up, I couldn't see the line.
Yeah. To
get it. The drill sergeant was like, yo, you're training. You better leave him or you're going to fall out.
Yeah.
And I had to, like, when I catch up, I was at the front of the line.
Bro, I know for a fact that first 3 miles to the Nick drill. The first 3.5, I was dead. I was dying.
It wasn't that bad, though.
Yeah, but it was just the heat.
It was the heat. It was the fact that we had,
the food we just ate, yeah. So then once we finished doing the crawl and everything, The next one was fine. I was just dying a little bit, but it wasn't bad. I was still keeping up with
then
everything.
It was nighttime, so it was kind of
Yeah, that and then when it was like starting to be a little windy, I was like, oh, finally, right?
Right.
Then because once I finished the second part, the other 3.5, I was by like Kenny and then like Kenny and us, we were all just chilling and they're like, yo, Kenny, tell me how that next 3.5 was going, right? I was good at good at good pace, right?
Oh, dude, you started shit and then something just woke up inside of you. You even passed me at some point.
Yeah, right. I was
You
like,
were like two dudes ahead of me, and then I had to be like, yo, this dude Chaco is fucking jetting. I'm gonna have to be right behind him. And I
yeah,
started following right behind you too.
Yeah.
You actually gave me more willpower, bro.
Because-
I feel a lot.
because bro, like I think because that next 3.5 after we took that break, I was like, my breathing felt so much better, and on top of that, I think just like, or I was already sore as fuck, felt the pain. I was like, fuck it, let me just keep going. Right, and then on top of that, I adjusted the belt so much better. So every time I think you saw me just go let go of my weapon because I had the sling on. I'll just release the belt and like not like unbuckle it, but just like loosen it and just go back to the pressure on my shoulders. And then when I felt tired again on my shoulders, I just strapped up the buckle.
That's a great like.
One more thing is like our body just gets us accustomed to like the whole rucking process. Like after a bit,
Yeah.
like, you just like your brain shuts down and you just ignore the pain. And you just
Yeah,
keep going.
that's why when we were at the last mile.
Yeah.
Like
Where
when
they're
you
like-
saw sick call and shit.
Yeah.
I could've
Once I
died.
saw that shit,
I
and once
could've
he
died,
saw
bro.
that shit, we were next to each other, just dead, bro. No water, nothing.
Bro,
Like he had no water, and I was like,
Really,
bro.
I had water, but I that's when my body was like, yo, that's enough because the back and forth, everything. I did more than 10 miles going back and forth, back
Yeah.
and forth. So I was even in second platoon cussing people out.
Yeah.
I didn't even know I passed first. I was already up in second. I was like, why the fuck y'all in my way going to your platoon?
Yeah.
When they stopped before the last mile,
Mhm.
I was like, why the fuck I'm up here and people's not cussing them out?
Nah.
The drill sergeants didn't like you helping them though.
They
Yeah.
did not.
They
but
don't. They
I just
don't.
wanted
Because
to go back and
realistically,
forth.
we're not supposed to. It's a every man for themselves. But like, if you really think about it, and like you're in the army, you're in a situation like that, you don't want to leave a battle buddy. Like,
I
no matter,
can't
even though they
leave.
say like it's every man for
The
yourself.
military has been known for centuries as a brotherhood.
Yeah,
it's
so that
all
you
it's ever
always
meant to
the
be.
goal is they say it's every man for themselves, but it's also like you ain't leaving your brother behind. That's how
I
it goes.
actually carried two rifles.
Yeah, I know.
Most of the way.
So like
The man
he was
for
carrying
himself, my
two
ass.
rifles, and then someone from third someone else was carrying his rifle. He's like, hey, this dude was, remember how Stefano was running? He's like, I'm gonna catch you, midget. Shit,
Bro.
I heard that shit, dude, bro. I thought he was
Call you a midget?
not me. It was
Nah,
he
he
was
was
catching
somebody
someone
else.
from third. I thought he was fucking around with that
I think
kid,
it's
bro.
Rhea.
Yeah.
He actually,
Bro,
like, sprained
I
his leg,
turned
bro.
my head. All I see this man is sprinting, bro. I was like, what the fuck? He's actually being mad serious, too.
I carried like my rifle was on my sling, and the next rifle was actually pushing him.
Yeah.
Like, yo, let's go up this hill. We gotta finish this.
Yeah.
And the drill sergeant didn't like that. He was like, yo, give him back his rifle. And I gave it back to him. And I still took it like when we was like up the hill again. We
Mm.
passed people. I still
Yeah.
took it again and like give him a little ease so he can actually climb the hill.
Yeah.
Because not everybody's body is
And then-
made for it.
Yeah, and then we're gonna get to the last couple parts because it's already pretty long. After the ruck combatants, the tournament, little tournament.
That's a honestly, I don't care who want to say this. Look me dead in my eye. That's a bitch tournament, and I'm not gonna be in no cockfight for no drill sergeant for them to be happy.
Them
should just
betting
bet
was
it down,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah.
They just wanted to like enjoy themselves. We just came from 4 fucking days. In the, not 4, 3 nights.
3 nights in the woods and
3
every
nights,
day.
4 days in the woods.
Yeah.
And you
3
want
hours
to
of
fight.
sleep, night best.
We just fucking rock 10 fucking miles. Tired. Nah, I'm not gonna be in a game fight. Why I think I didn't call nobody out? I not wanted to call somebody
No
out.
one really wanted
Nobody
to call anyone out.
really wanted.
We
to
only
fight,
did it
bro.
just to entertain them.
I'm not entertaining nobody at that point. I'm tired. Why just spin a block just to do that shit? Then we gotta go back around. It was a fucked up thing to do. And then we got less sleep for the next day. We had graduation.
Bro,
practice.
waking up, my body was done.
Bro,
My shoulders and my
Wait, which
knees.
day?
When we woke up the next day.
We'll wake up Thursday.
Oh, after the
Yeah, yeah. My
Yeah,
I
dude.
woke up. My shoulders and traps were destroyed. Knees gone. My
traps
toes,
were bad. I was
yeah.
surprised for my shoulders
I
were
never
bad.
really got blisters like that except since rucking now.
Yeah,
The 8
I
mile
had
was the first
bad
time I got a really
blisters.
bad blister, and then the 10 mile, the bottom of my toes. So when I put my bare feet on the ground, I couldn't walk,
What
bro.
happened was
Everyone was chafing too, walking. Everyone looked like everyone was chafing,
I
bro.
was not chafing. Speak
Nah.
for yourself.
I'm telling you, everyone. You can say maybe
Yeah,
not for you.
you.
Everyone.
I'm part of the everyone. I was
You
not
can
fucking
see you
chafing.
can see everyone
Bro.
walking like a fucking duck, bro. Shit was funny.
I actually use listen, for chafing, Dove deodorant works. I don't use Dove perfume
Yeah.
for my armpits. I use Degree, but Dove, they made us buy that.
Yeah, that actually,
What do
yeah.
you need know about what deodorant you use?
Because it
The
helped.
Dove
It helped.
deodorant, it's like Body Glide. It works. Like I wasn't shaving bad as everybody else
Yeah.
because I got stuff for shaving in my box that I got Thursday night before the graduation, and I gave it away because I already was using Dove.
For the next rock, I'd say get like a little portable thing of Aveeno.
What I should have did
Yeah.
was I
That
should have changed my socks because I was in the same socks for 3 days.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah,
you
I
didn't sit
didn't,
down
I
and
didn't
more
switch my
spare
socks up,
sets
so
than they
that's
tell
why I
you.
had bad
Yeah.
blisters.
If you break a lot of sweat, bring like another 1 or 2 extra pairs of socks.
I had
more
more,
than
but-
they tell you to.
I did not open my ruck on the fucking porch
At all.
at all. I didn't sleep in my sleeping bag.
Yeah,
I didn't sleep
I
in
had
my
to
bed
for me during
I was sleeping in the dirt.
This is
Yeah,
ruck.
for
I
a couple-
put it
couple
down,
hours I
and
did
this is
sleep in
how
the
I
dirt.
sleep, with my right foot.
with
wife for
the
8
foxhole,
months
I just
before this, I was
for the
done
foxhole
with
dug it, and then later on I was like, okay. I was like, now we have a little bit of time because they're not trying to kill us.
Yeah.
I was like, I took out my tarp. That's it.
That's my tarp.
That's it. Just the
What
tarp.
happened was
And we slept on the ground.
I dug holes, but it's not for sleeping.
Yeah.
I dug like 3 holes. I'm lactose intolerant. I drank milk like the morning before.
You
Dug holes-
felt
you
good
dug
once
holes
you
to
got
take a
sleep
shit.
in the beds in there.
Yeah, so I dug holes, but it was not for sleeping. And yeah, I only used my tarp.
Yeah.
So that night when they attacked it up and they was like, yo, get up and we gotta evacuate.
Yeah, it was done.
I
It was
just put my
not quick.
rock on, put my tarp under my armpit, and have my rifle and I'm
No,
moving.
so the reason you know the bottom part of your rock.
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
to unzip.
like,
I had it
the
unzipped the whole time.
bottom
Yeah,
part where you have this. That's
Yeah,
where I keep my
I
tarp.
had it unzipped the whole time. So that when it's like I was ready for a situation, I just shoved it in there,
And
zipped
just
it,
zip
done.
it up. That's what I use.
Yeah.
And my sleep. If I wanted to use my sleep system, it's in the.
It's in the
next
bottom.
zipper
Yeah,
part.
I
It's
had
in
it too,
my-
but I was like, there's no point.
I
There's
didn't
no
want to
point.
use it. I'm a real born
I
soldier.
got mad scared. I was like, fuck that, bro. I'm not
Oh,
trying to do all this shit.
I don't want
We
to
gotta
pack
be
that
back
shit
on
back.
base in exactly 24 hours.
Why you
Yeah, one day.
Yeah, you right.
But yeah, that coming back. But my next advice is for the last day when you graduating, invite somebody, bro. I didn't invite my family because it was like 30 minutes for graduation, but
I had fam pull up.
everybody walked up to me and told me thank you for your service. People asked me to put my patch on.
Oh, yeah.
I really asked the drill sergeant to do it for me. I got a nice advice from him while he was doing it, but if I had family, I would feel more respected. I would feel more honor and stuff. But
That's fair.
I just didn't want them to waste money coming from New York
Yeah.
down to like Georgia just to be
Just
there
for the
30
couple
minutes.
days. Oh, because they had work, right?
They have to work.
Yeah.
But they're gonna definitely be there for my 30 and blue though.
I might not.
I'm gonna tap you. You know that.
I got him to tap me, so we chilling.
I'm gonna get you. You know that already.
Yeah.
But
But yeah,
get
this
somebody to come.
this is gonna be the end of the vlog. Pretty far in.
And you probably never see me again, or probably not.
Probably by
No.
probably the end of the AIT part.
Probably
Because that's the next time I might get a vlog.
or probably in between. Probably
Oh
a
yeah,
day
if we
pass.
have a couple day pass, then yeah, I'm a vlog. Cause
Update you on some.
yeah, when you next time you'll see me is when I post.
Or we probably do a different version of this one too.
Oh, 100%. Because I still have to do the AIT one or not ACFT building
they-
one, and I think I might do it with Cruz.
What I did was I got like a 4 something on the first one and a 5 something on the second one. Improvement shows. So if you know you can beat it, sometimes it's good to just stay back and let everybody just run up there and show their strength and just do it afterwards.
Or realistically, just pass the first one and then
I paused.
go heavy for the next one because you know how the raw strength is.
I paused both, bro. It was like easy for me. I think it's because I'm.
What you gonna say? You black? Because you black?
I never said it's because I'm. I only see green.
Yeah,
But yeah.
because we green now.